So students, in this video I am going to discuss the next procedure. So in this previous video we have discussed about this. Then we have seen that degeneracy occurs. Then how to discuss remove the degeneracy. To remove the degeneracy, allocate epsilon greater than 0 to the cell with minimum cost and do not form the loop with the existing cells. So just see here, we have the minimum cost. Minimum cost is 0, 0, 0. So assign some epsilon amount here so that we can, so that that loop, the cell loop, do not form the loop with the existing cells. Fine. So we have to select that cell. Suppose the cell is 6, 4. That means this row and the fourth column here. So assign this epsilon here, because we have seen that this will not affect the existing loops and independent in the position. So fine. So here we have to assign epsilon amount here, and here is 25, 15, 40. So 40 and 15. Then here is 110, 110, and then here is 150, here is 100, here is 150, here is 35. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 and 9th is this. So you can see that this epsilon will not form the loop. For example, if you move here, then here, then here, then here, then there will be no path here or here. That's why there is no loop. Similarly, if you move here, here to here, then there is no further path. So there is no loop. Fine. So now epsilon is there. Now apply the degeneracy is removed. Now apply the optimality test. For optimality test, you have to find out the u and v. So here is u1, u2, u3, u4, u5, u6, and then v1, v2, v3, v4, and fine. So now find out the cell, either row or column, having maximum number of allocations. So in the first row there are 1, 2, 3 allocations. So that's why you can take this as 0. When this is 0, here is 3, so this should be 3. 3 plus 0 is 3. Similarly, here is 11, here is 0, so this should be 11. 11 plus 0 is 11. Similarly, here is 6, here is 0, so this should be 6. 6 plus 0 is 6. Fine. So now here is 3, here is 3, so this should be 0. Fine. Here is 11, here is 10, so this should be minus 1. Minus 1 and 11 is 10. And here is 11, here is 0, so this should be minus 11. Fine. Here is 6, here is 7, so this should be 1. And then here is 11, minus 11, here is 0, so this should be 11. And here is 11, here is 1, so this should be minus 10. So this is the numbers: minus 10, 1, minus 1, minus 11, 11, 6, 4, 11 and 3. So now this is the, now find out the delta ij. Delta ij for the non-occupied cell. So in the first row, this unoccupied cell is this. So for example, here is 11, here is 0. So total sum is 11. 0 minus 11 is minus 11. Similarly, you have to find out the other. So let's see. Here is, we will get 0. Here we will get 1. Here we will get minus 8. Here we will get here we will get 4. Here we will get 1. Here is minus 7. Fine. Here 10, for example, here is 3, here is minus 10. So total sum is minus 7. So subtract minus 7 here. So how much? 17. This should be 17. Then similarly here, this should be 7. This should be 16. And here is 5. Here is 5. Here is minus 4. Fine. Here is 8. Here is 5. 6 minus 11 is minus 5. So 0 minus minus 5 is positive 5. So here is this. So fine. So this is the Now among all these delta ij, this is the most negative, minus 11. Here is negative, here is negative, here is negative, here is negative, and all these are positive. Among these, this is the most negative. So assign some quantity here. Let's say theta amount here. So let's say theta amount here. So allocate theta amount here, theta, and now form the loop with the existing cells. So theta with the existing lap. So let us say this loop. So we are crossing this through bridge. We are not considering. तो हमने इसको overlap कर दिया. ऐसे इसको overlap किया, इसको overlap. So added theta here. So subtract theta amount here plus theta and minus theta. What is the theta? Theta is minimum of. कहाँ कहाँ subtract हुआ है theta? यहाँ और यहाँ. तो ताकि हमारी optimality disturb ना हो तो हमें minimum लेना है. Minimum is here epsilon, here is 15. So epsilon and 15. So obviously minimum is epsilon. Epsilon is a very small quantity. So now the revise the table. Fine. तो अब revise करेंगे हम अपनी table को. So here is the table. So now revise the table. So, fine. So now the revise the table. So what we get? We get this. This is 3, 11, 6, 0, 80. Here is 3, 11, 7, 3, 1, 1, 0. Here is 8, 13, 7, 5, 150. Here is 8. Here is 10, 8, 12, 1, 100. Here is 7, 0. 10, 0, 10, 0, 6, 0, 150 and 35. Here is we have 150, 200, 175 and 100. This is 625 total. Fine. So now here we have added and subtracted theta amount. So that's why we have to adjust this here. We have seen that here. You have added theta. Theta is epsilon. So 15 minus epsilon is 15. So here this epsilon is shifted from here to here actually. तो ये यहाँ से यहाँ shift हो जाएगा. बाकी कोई change नहीं होगा. So the revised table is this 15, 40. Here is 15. Here is 25. Here is epsilon. Here is 110. Then here is, in this is 150. Then in the next, here is here is 100, and then here is 150 units. Here is 35. How many questions? You have forgot this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So 9 allocations are there. Fine. So now again apply the UV test. So here is U1 is 0 because here 4. Then U2 will be 0. U3 will be 1. U4 will be 1. U5 will be -1. U6 will be -11. Similarly V1, V2, V3 and V4. So V4 here is 3, positive 11, here is 6 and 0. So we will start with 0. Just consider this 0 because this is the number, this row contains maximum number of allocations. So based on this you have to evaluate all these. Fine. So you do yourself. So here finally now compute the delta ij for non-occupied cell. This is 0, this is 1, this is 3. Fine. So this is 4, this is 1, this is 4, here is 6, here is -4, here is, this is an unoccupied cell. We will consider this later on. So 12 is 5, here is 5, here is 5, here is 7, fine. This is 8, this is 5, and this is 11. So now among all these, this is the most negative value, so assign some theta here, theta amount here. So we have allocated theta and then form the loop, so here is the loop. So now you can see that loop is formed. So here theta is added, so subtract theta amount plus theta minus theta. So here the theta is minimum of, here is subtracted theta, here is subtracted 15 and 100. So 15 and 100. So 15 is the minimum one. So now again revise this table. So the table is this. So here is 3, 11, 6, 0, 80. Here is 3, 11, 7, 3, 1, 1, 0, 8, 13, 7, 5, 150. Here 10, 8, 12, 1, 100, 7, 10, 10, 6, 150, 0, 0, 0, 0, and 35. Here is 150, 200, 175, 100, and 625. So this is the table, revised table. So just revise the table, adjust the theta amount 15 here. So 15 minus 15 is 0. Here is 100 minus 85. This will be now 15, and here will be epsilon plus 15 is 15. So after adjusting this, we get 40. This will be 0. So this is, there is finished. This will be 25. Here is 15. Here will be 110. Then this will be 150. This will be 15. This will be 85. This will be 150. This will be 35. So how many allocations? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So this is non-degenerate solution. Let us again examine the optimality. So here assign u1 is equal to, here we will assign this the maximum number of allocations. For example, here is 3, here is 1, here is 1, here is 2, here is 1, 1, and so. So suppose we are assigning the maximum number of allocations to 0. For example, here in this column, suppose v1, v2, v3, v4. Suppose in this, now we are assigning 0 here. You may assign also here. Suppose 0. So this will be 3. Fine. So here is, if you are assigning, for example, 0 is here. So this should be 8. u2, u3, u4, u5, u6. इस बार हम इसको assign कर देते हैं. For example, so this will be 8. This will be 10. This will be 0. Fine. And based on this, we have to compute all these values. So this will be minus 4. This will be minus 4. v2 is 0. v3 is minus 1. v4 is minus 7. And here u3 is 8. u2 is 7. And this will be 7. तो इस बार हमने इसको 0 डाला. आप इसको भी डाल सकते थे. u1 you also 0 और उसके बाद कंप्यूट करा सकते थे. फाइन. So this will be the table, and you will see that solution is optimum. So here all the delta ij will be positive. You will see that here we will get, this will be 4, this will be 4, this will be 4, this will be 1, and then this will be 3, here will be 4, and here will be 4, here will be 6, here will be 5, here will be 1, here will be 1 and 3, here will be 4, here will be 1, here will be 7. And that's why we can say that all delta ij is now greater than 0. So optima reaches. So optima reaches. Fine. So now the optimum solution is given by here. So now optimum, so now all delta is optima, so optima. Now the maximum cost is, costs are considered from the original table. original table, starting table, this. So we have to consider the starting table. Fine. So now the cost is here 40 into 6. Fine. So 40 into 6. So units are considered from here 40, 25, 15, but the cost is here we will not consider 3, we will consider this 6. तो हम इस 6 को कंसिडर करेंगे ना कि 3 को. फाइन. सिमिलरली तो 40 into 6, 25 into 3. So this will be the solution and these are the allocated units. Fine. So this is the solution. So now the cost is 1955. Fine. So here are the some note points. If summation of delta ij is summation less than bj, then add a dummy row with zero cost in each cell and add ai to make the problem balanced. If summation of bj is less than this, then add a dummy column with zero cost in each cell and add bj to make the problem balanced. If some origin to destination no route is possible, that is quantity can not be transported, then assign a very high cost say m to the corresponding cell. तो कई बार जो है एक रूट से ओरिजिन से दूसरे डेस्टिनेशन में ट्रांसपोर्टेशन पॉसिबल नहीं होता है, तो कई बार इनफाइनाइट दिया रहता है, कई बार m दिया रहता है, या कभी कहीं ब्लैंक छोड़ दिया जाता है. फाइन. सो यू हैव टू कंसिडर दिस. तो ब्लैंक मीन्स इनफाइनाइट ही है, m का मतलब भी इनफाइनाइट ही है. फाइन. सो दिस इज द ऑल अबाउट. इन द नेक्स्ट वीडियो वी विल डिस्कस अबाउट द ट्रांसशिपमेंट प्रॉब्लम. थैंक यू.